Hey, 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 guys. It is time for our daily couples devotion. Today is for October 29th, and this one is called 60/40. The start off verse says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." Romans 12:10, New International Version. All right, let's see what this one has to say. In your marriage vows, you promise to love and honor your spouse for the rest of your lives. At the altar, when you were all dressed up and excited about becoming part of a married team that felt reasonable. Once married life began, you learned how difficult it was to love and honor someone above yourself. I don't think that's true for everyone, because I think there are a lot of people out here who love wholeheartedly and have a tendency to put the people that they love above them, even to their own detriment of their self. But we'll get into that. Some people think marriage should be a 50-50 deal, but God fearing couples know that in order to have a working, faithful marriage, it must be at least 60/40. Each of you must give more to the other. Yes, there will be times when you give more than you receive, but the same is true for your spouse. Each person must be willing to give more to the marriage every day by putting the spouse before his or her desires. This brings honor to the marriage and to God. Have you thought about the give and take of marriage? Are you willing to give whatever is needed to honor your spouse as well as God? It says, Lord, thank you for my spouse. Show us ways that we can serve each other today. So I do think that serving one another is very important in a marriage, and it's very important to be selfless in a marriage because you have to be able to be concerned about the other person's feelings and well-beings. Well-being. But not in sacrificing of yourself. However, if the other person truly loves you and is committed to you, they're not going to allow you to um, do it to your detriment, because they're not going to want to be that selfish. They're not going to want to just take, and suck you dry. So, I mean, for instance, in my marriage, my husband's a little bit older than me, and um, he's had a lot of medical conditions arise since we've been married. And so, as far as like medical support and things relating to those medical needs, he's needed a lot more support from me than I have from him. Well, yesterday I had to have surgery, and I had to have one of my ovaries removed, and he jumped in and took care of me like I do for him all the time. It wasn't a matter of, oh no, she's supposed to be the one taking care of me. It was a matter of, at that moment, I was the one that needed the 60, and he did in him the 40. So I think there's a balance involved in that, in determining what is going to, how to keep both of your cups full. And it would be completely unreasonable to think that in a relationship, you can each give 50/50 100% of the time. It just doesn't work that way. There are times when one of you needs more support than the other. And you know, depending on your relationship, it usually works out perfectly fine, as long as there's love and respect and commitment, because the other person is fully willing to make that switch for you. Um, there's an older movie, Fireproof, with Kirk Cameron in it, and it's about a relationship that um, got to a place where it really just wasn't very balanced out, and they go through these practices of um, doing things for the other person in the relationship, uh, even though they're not getting the appreciation for it, and then shows the end results of doing that and how it benefit their relationship. And if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it, for a relationship, because it's very eye opening. In my first marriage, I watched any movie that was about growing in a relationship and fixing relationships, any books, you name it, I tried it. So, um, it's a very good movie though. All right, everybody, I will see you tomorrow. I hope that you have enjoyed your little bit of devotion today for couples, and have a great day.